Hello. Since we are building a website for Canadian company, for default config on system configuration currency setup, I set base currency to Canadian dollar, default display currency to Canadian dollar, allowed currencies Canadian dollar, and at the bottom is US dollar. Also, I updated the currency setup for specific websites. For USA website, currency is dollar, default display currency is also dollar, and here Canadian is not selected, so only allowed currency is US dollar. For store, for USA store, currency is USA, default currency is US dollar, and for Canadian website and website store, default values are used except for allowed currency, here the Canadian dollar. I've done this because here in the master file, so this is a master file, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, we have 8 columns for prices, and Canadian and USA dollars are and Canadian USA pricing is completely the same. Maybe in the future client will update USA prices, but for now I imported Canadian pricing, and you can see the pricing here. So for default values, these are the pricing. Direct container is imported as customer group. Also I imported it as direct container. So I created 1, 2, 3, 4 customer groups, and I added direct container prices. For USA website, the pricing is completely the same, only the display here is, it says all websites Canada, but it should be USA, like this. So since the USA and Canadian pricing is the same, this will remain here, Canada. So when Georgia works on pricing, this is important that he knows all the details related with the pricing. Also, here we have on this message, I will post a link to this message in the ticket. Here you have examples what they want to get. So these are the customers groups which they have on their accounting system, and these are and the prices which they gave us are the different price levels for those customers groups. So what we have to do is to, I already added the customer groups, so here you can see now different customers groups, price level 1, 2, 3, and direct container. And now on this link you can find their this Excel file, and there you are going to see what are the customer groups on SAP. So for each customers they will set these customer groups, and on SAP and on Magento, but these are the customer groups on the Magento, so for price level. So we have to add a drop down attribute with all customer groups on SAP, and then we have to program around that drop down. So we have to add a drop down with all these group names in the Magento. So that's related with the customer group pricing and import. Import is done. Pricing, you can find the pricing at the end the Magento. So now Georgie can work on price display and on checkout, shopping cart, etc. That's it.